it while the other person's like going crazy
That is
on
funny.
Battlefield.
Okay, here we go. We
Oh,
are getting
I
started.
love, speaking of, I brought up Nigel and his juggling last game, but I love watching this character.
Yeah,
I hate playing against this character, but
yeah, so this is Karp versus 123VideoGamerNinja. I love this tag.
yeah, that is a lot. I'm looking at a lot in that tag, but power to you. Yeah, Karp with a kind of strong start, controlling the side of the stage, but I'm just going to say Ninja. Not Fortnite Ninja, but Ninja controlling or kind of setting the pace his own way after that first exchange.
Yeah, as this match goes on, we'll have to see what Ninja has cooking for us.
Yeah, Karp's already kind of bleeding out at this high percent, but he is a heavier character, so is it the end of the world for him? Not too much.
Oh, gets the orangutan punch from the corner, putting Karp off stage, but Karp making it back safe enough.
Yeah. Kind of feeling his way into this. It kind of looks like he's warming up as he goes.
Yeah, absolutely. That air ball right there to get the bait and punish is really good. You'll see air ball come out a lot from Aang. It's his main momentum stalling tool, and it gives him just crazy mix-ups landing. It's probably one of the things that keeps him a viable character post-nerfs. His ability to land with that move is just so safe.
Totally. No, I get it. And look, Ninja just carrying him to the left side of the stage again, holding onto this first stock for dear life.
Oh my god. You got a DI. Those up airs kept going straight up.
Yeah, he was just spamming those up tilts, trying to get something going, and that's another stock. Kind of reset, but like, I mean, knowing Nigel, you can get a stock at any point, right? He's polarizing in that own way.
Absolutely. Nigel, probably one of the best characters at just kind of randomly finding kills, even at high percent.
Oh my god, tries to punish that. He's just a little bit off the mark.
Oh, breaking out with fair. Oh, and there's the
my
air ball
goodness.
at work.
Amazing.
Aang going for these up B landings. Okay.
Yeah, carries him, kind of waits a second. Gets a little ambiguous with it. Rides to the ledge, though.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision. So for the Smash players who are watching, ledge in this game does not give you invincibility unless you are hit off stage first. So going to ledge can still be a valid mix-up, but it's a little bit riskier than it would be otherwise. It's not like the super safe position you might be used to. It's more just one extra positional mix-up for you to consider in your whole swath of offense.
Right, and it's not as abusable as it is in other games, which is an awesome design choice from the NASB team. Shout out to them.
Yeah, stealing that straight from Slap City, the previous game.
Totally. I'm surprised he glided back to stage so safely.
I don't know why we're seeing so much up B come out from Ninja. That landing hitbox can be tricky to punish, but it's also not hard to just get out of the way of. Well, then again, if Karp is just going to run into it, maybe that's a valid strategy.
Totally. And yeah, I love that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I love that you can use these meteor moves from Nigel to land. You also have your armored attacks, obviously, too. Or no, wrong character, but same premise.
Select your fighter.
Wait, no, Nigel doesn't have a move with armor, right?
Nigel has a move with invincibility frames.
Oh,
so
that's what I'm
same
thinking.
premise.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
same
thinking.
premise. In fact, I probably would have wanted to see that before the up B at the very end there. Give him a little more horizontal distance to work with to actually get the ledge.
Right. And I'd imagine too, it's one of those tools that's so useful, and like you want to use it sometimes, right? But you don't want to make it too predictable as to when you'll use it. But I mean, if you're not using it at all, can't be predicted, you know?
Absolutely.
So definitely need to see more of that.
I mean, a lot of it just comes down to DI. Like,
Totally.
how well you DI affects how many recovery options you're kind of allowed to use off stage, right? Because, I mean, the higher up you are, the more mix-ups you get before you fall down, right? Whereas if you like DI out horizontally, you sink lower and lower and lower every time you try to add an extra mix-up. It's something you're just not making it back to stage at all.
No, I totally agree.
But usually if Nigel is able to get that really good survival DI up to the corner, between the neutral B and the down airs, and just, you know, the normal options like air dash, double jump, Nigel can have a pretty good time getting back to stage. But it's got to start with that DI.
Yeah, and you think that's the biggest key to kind of turning this matchup into Ninja's favor?
I think so. I mean, at least for the end there, it didn't have to end that way, I think. I'm a little concerned about some of the onstage play, though. This up B oriented strategy is It is not typical play for a Nigel, I'll say that much.
Gotcha.
Nigel typically...
He looks a little more comfortable on this stage, though, I gotta say.
Stop doing that! It's
Bride's gonna have an aneurysm.
Good! Real talk, it is like a pretty good cheese option, I think. I've occasionally seen like good Nigel just like throw it out and it'll work. But you can't spam it, you know? You can't spam it.
That's unfortunate. He kind of scared him off the ledge there.
Yeah. That's the very disjointed Scorpion, of course.
Right. And it's what those are those are those really hindsight regrettable moments where you're like, why didn't I just try to come back to stage, you know? But it is what it is. There's nothing going. They're not really touching this left side of the stage. And as soon as I say that, Karp takes him off, equalizes these stocks. We have a 3-3 game. Tries to get some juggles going with these landing aerials and then those up tilts, but Ninja swings back with some of his own.
You know, okay, I think Ninja doesn't air dash down any of his aerials.
Oh, that's pretty important.
That's like a universal thing. Like pretty much every single character in the game needs to shuffle.
Yeah, because it resets you so much quicker, especially in those like ambiguous, am I going to try to juggle you situations.
Exactly. So this is a mechanic probably worth explaining for the Smash players watching. This game has an equivalent to shuffling, but it's not shuffling. You don't have a fast fall. What you have is an air dash that you can use in the middle of your attack. You can air dash downward while you have your attack out. And so you can put out very quick aerials that land very quickly afterward. And so this is a big part of like a lot of the juggles you see. Like all of the nairs you've been seeing from Aang have been these shuffle nairs. Just jump air dash nairs. Whereas we're not seeing the same thing come out from Ninja. And so he's just not able to get the same kinds of combos. And that's what Nigel needs. That's what Nigel's whole game plan is.
And then, yeah, it's just all mapped to a button, just like in like Rivals of Ether, for example.
This is not supposed to be working.
I know, what is happening?
This is generally considered like Aang's worst move.
Is this like BM? Like what's happening? He's got a big old smile on his face.
I think it's BM.
What a hit.
The villain. Loses stock though. He's like, all right, I'll retire that move.
The move is pretty big. It's pretty disjointed, but it's got like no reward.
Right.
So it's purely a BM tool.
Can it two-frame though? Can it cover ledge nicely?
Oh, you know what? I've never seen an Aang try for it. In my entire life, I don't think I've ever seen an Aang try for it, but it's a good question.
If you use it off stage, do you fall way too low for comfort?
I think it slow falls you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, you could tell Karp's still very comfortable. But I mean, look, do you see that? It's a one-stock game now.
Yep. Ninja doing a great job. Bring this all the way to back.
This is where you go from smiling to like leaning forward. You're like, hold up.
Suddenly you see the mood change on the player's face. I love having the player cam. See?
Right. A whole posture shift. And then the posture counter pick to follow.
You get to see what do they find funny? What do they find upsetting? When are they focusing? When are they taking things a little silly? You get all of it.
Yeah, I mean, online's such a privilege, but that is an aspect you really miss out on.
Yeah, I really like this trend of like Melee super majors that'll require the top players to have their player cams on, like even for like online events.
Totally.
I think that's like a great thing.
Especially for like top 8s.
Yeah.
And both bleeding out. We're coming close to the end of this match.
What?
We're getting close to a last hit situation.
That is one of the weirdest interactions I have ever seen.
I feel like Nigel is just a weird interaction. Farmer! But Karp is going to take it. Almost choking after the spamming of that move of Aang's that we saw.
Yeah, sometimes you can get a little too comfortable playing any of these games. You get a little too comfortable, and suddenly you've overextended.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Momentum is a menace in platformers, and as soon as it swings, it's a liability. You're in trouble.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, like you were saying, Karp demonstrated like a really good understanding of the ground game. It was kind of controlling just the bottom platform at all times much better than Ninja was. And I think that led to a lot of the advantage that he was generating.
Yeah, I'm going to guess like based on sort of the kinds of tools that Ninja was going for, that this is probably Ninja's like secondary game.
Yeah.
Because it definitely felt like he was approaching it kind of like as a Smash player.
Totally.
When the game just like, it has like sort of equivalents for a lot of Smash mechanics, but it doesn't have some of the mechanics. Like, it doesn't have fast falling. Jumping is different, like there's no jump squad, for example.
Yeah. And I mean, whether they grind a lot, shout out to the Smash players that do like
Absolutely.
take that